Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. I'm your host, Ryan, and I'm here with one of my co-hosts, Bill Cashin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted.
You're doing a fucking Rubik's
I'm
Cube
supposed
in the
to
air.
say a thing now, right?
You're supposed to say a thing.
What did I say last week?
Dynamite dropping, Monty.
There you go.
Across from him is my other co-host, Mr. Wally.
Podcast hit?
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm not even gonna bother because
Can't
that was
work
so
with this. How could
You
you work
can't
with this?
follow me, I know.
pathetic.
Follow this.
Pathetic.
Do you even podcast? Yes, that's one of them. Is that you?
feel the rhythm?
No, it
feel the
wasn't me.
rhyme.
Yeah, that
Get
is
on
you,
up.
Bill.
It's podcast time.
Mine was
Mine
Yours
was
is
podcast. Can't live with them, and they can't pee standing up.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that?
Not your original podcast.
Oh, it wasn't? I haven't
No.
used that one yet?
Not the first time. All right.
Oh, did I do... I love this podcast stuff. I may move to England. Did I do that one?
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
like
are- what are these?
You're workshopping these Major League 2 references somewhere else, not on the show. Oh, it's only a matter of time before we do that again. Right. We are here to talk about, we are here as three mid-30s gentlemen to talk about a movie called The Big Green about soccer.
Yep.
Wally, you're in charge.
There's nothing wrong with soccer. It's
I'm just saying a kid's movie from
Kids' movie. How
1995.
How did
There
you
you
feel
go.
about all the fighting about what football is in this movie?
I was yeah. You knew they were gonna have.
He felt
to do
like
it.
he was
Yeah.
living with us, making fun of his soccer.
Yep.
Big Green is a teacher on exchange from England, is placed in an underachieving Texas school where she coaches her students in soccer, improves her self-esteem, and leads to very unexpected success. Where did you first see The Big Green?
Oh,
In theaters
Jesus.
or at home?
I
for sure home.
I think
don't-
at home this past week. I don't think I've ever actually seen this movie before.
really.
I thought that I'd seen it once, but it wasn't what I remember. So I don't know if I saw Ladybugs or a different soccer movie. But this was, I think, new to me.
I'm pretty sure I saw this in theaters.
I don't think I did.
In
I think I
theaters, huh?
saw this in theaters.
I also don't remember like most of the movies I saw in theaters when I was a kid, or even like up until college.
Let's just say you don't remember much about anything.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Big Green, how much did it make? Domestically, it made what?
37 million.
16 million.
17 million.
Who got good at this game?
Wow.
Domestically.
Good thing we're not paying, or we're not keeping score of that.
Domestically, it made that. I can't find anything about DVD sales,
You mean VHS?
VHS sales, whatever.
Because I'm pretty sure this was not ever made on DVD.
Maybe not. I definitely had this on VHS. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. All right, Big Green.
Yes. So it's set in Elma, Texas, which is a rundown town living in the past. It's got overgrown recreation areas. The Big Green is the field, and it's super overgrown with dead grass. We see four kids ride their bikes up to the field and lay down, and then cover themselves with Cheetos so that pigeons will come and eat off of them.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
It's
Absolutely disgusting.
It's
Very
so weird.
It's horrifying. Also, I did not recognize Squints as Squints.
Because he has
Like,
longer
he-
hair.
If
Yeah.
you guys didn't tell me that's who it was, I
He's
don't
like
think I would have made
2
the
years
connection.
older. This is so The Sandlot,
The Sandlot was 92, right?
Mighty Ducks and Sandlot were kind of first,
Yeah.
and then
This was
this came later.
yeah,
95.
Oh,
This
we
was-
out of sports. What can we do?
exactly. We've done the old sports, but what other sports haven't we done yet? So
So Elma, Texas, whatever you want to say. I looked this up to see if it really is a podunk piece of shit town.
yeah,
Population in the 2010 census.
census
Sorry.
sentence.
Jesus Christ.
2,300.
Population game. How many people live in Elma, Texas?
2,300.
47.
Well, you're the winner. Wow. 331.
Wow.
In 2010, 331.
Oh, so mine was the 2020 census.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure. Oh, so they increased by 2,000 people in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It went up by, for reference, In 2000, when we did the census down there, it was 302 people.
See?
So it went up a little bit.
Exponentially
Went up a
getting
little
larger.
bit. Went up a little bit. I don't know if the rate you want, but it went up a little bit.
2030 census, it'd be like 10 million.
So the pigeons are eating Cheetos off of them when this lady pulls up in her what looked like a Mustang. I don't really remember. It was convertible. She shows up and she sprays them with a hose because she thought they were in trouble being attacked by the birds. So they go, "So you sprayed us with a hose? There's
There.
nothing else to do here other than let birds eat off of us."
Which again is disgusting.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else we could possibly do.
So she introduces herself as their new teacher. So the first day of school comes, and the kids tell her they're split into big kids and little kids for class sizes.
This
for class.
reminded me a little bit of the end of our elementary school.
Yeah, I know.
Where it's like, oh, don't worry, we're just going to put 4th, 5th, and 6th graders together.
Yeah.
So glad I'm going to high school right now. I'm so glad.
Yep.
So the kids tell her that they're losers.
Nobody cares about us at all.
And then I don't remember. Oh, I said American indoctrination from the British teacher because she's like, "You live in America, the greatest country in the world.
Oh, God.
You can be anything you want." I'm like, Jesus Christ. She tries to get to know them. She asks what makes them each special, and Ham Porter, who is named
This
Larry.
is the line of the movie. This
Larry.
Well, my dad's got a job. That makes him different.
Shots.
My
shots,
dad's got a
shots,
job.
Shots.
That makes me special.
And the other kids are like, yeah, that's pretty special.
In this town, yep. That's Kate says that her parents are divorced, and thanks for bringing it up.
Nobody brought it up. you fucking
Exactly.
dick. That's why she's not MVP.
Not yet.
She is kind of the worst.
Not MVP.
We get to the first recess, and the kids see Deputy Dog, as they call him.
Deputy Dog.
Yeah,
Uncle Tom.
teacher and Deputy Dog. That's what they're going to be called from here on out.
Okay, real quick before you continue, I interrupt
Okay.
you 100 times. Do you know what the woman, the teacher, whatever her name is, Miss Montgomery, is that it?
Anna Montgomery, I think that's right.
Anna Montgomery. What movie was she in that we watched before?
We've already watched
On a previous podcast that used to exist until a ghost killed it.
a previous podcast to be named later.
A previous
Never to be
podcast,
named?
never to be named again.
Never to be named.
We did a movie review where this woman was in it, and you would never guess what it is, but I'll give you a chance.
Let me see what she looks like.
Hardball cutter. That
It's
movie.
not a bad guess, but no. Equally as dumb.
What was the one where Kevin Nash was jackhammering?
Just jackhammering, that was all he did in the whole movie?
Yeah,
That was the Leslie Nielsen one.
Leslie
Yeah.
Nielsen vehicle.
it's not that one.
Conan the Destroyer.
Oh,
Really?
She was Princess Jenna? Or Gehenna?
Princess Jenna. Yeah, okay.
Whatever the hell it was. She
Oh,
was the
she's-
princess in Conan the Destroyer.
She's been in a couple things.
Well, she does a lot of voice acting, I think.
Star Wars Episode 9. She's in something.
She's the
Luminara.
voice
Oh,
of people.
Okay. So, first recess, the kids see Deputy Dog, and they tell him that they've got a new teacher.
Oh, and fresh
They're
meat.
looking out for him because he's like, all right, thanks, boys.
Fresh meat.
Exactly. They're at the store. They're not even near school right now.
The store.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Which he is not really that concerned that they're not in school.
No, he's not. He immediately finds her jogging on the road. She is changed into a jogging outfit.
Those sunglasses. Or something.
Yeah.
This is quite the scene.
I don't recall the sunglasses, but yes, this.
They're like
For
the ones that
his
don't...
sunglasses?
Hers. They don't
Hers.
have like hooks. They're just like on her
Oh
face.
yeah.
So he tries to impress her by driving fast back and forth near her,
There's a
And
bank
then-
robbery.
chatting her up, and she doesn't give him the time of day. And then she said, like Ryan alluded to, don't you have to go find those bank robbers? Oh yeah, I will.
She does. I think she does like him.
From
First
here.
of all, because there's nobody else to like.
But she doesn't necessarily know that yet.
300
Yeah.
people in the town. It's the Gutenberg. It's Steve Goot. It's the Goot.
Is the goot.
Come on.
Then we
And
go
he celebrates. He thinks that he's done well.
Yes,
He
he
sure
did.
When he
does.
drives off, he's like, "She likes me."
Yep.
I'm the goot.
We see Kate, one of the girls in class.
Not the MVP. And also
Definitely.
not What's Up, Kate.
No, that's What's Up, Kim.
What's up, Kim?
Good try.
Kim.
Sorry, Kate.
Kate is sitting at the gas station with some of the other girls from town or from class when her dad shows up,
Oh yeah.
and he looks like he's drunk right now.
Drinking, pumping gas.
Tries to get gas, but he can't pay because the factory closed, and he's very upset about this.
Haven't you heard the factory close?
Yeah, no shit. My dad,
My
my
husband
out of work
also
too.
has
you
no
dick.
work.
I actually at this point was like, oh, this guy's gonna like get physical with somebody.
Oh yeah,
It's
I really
gonna get
thought so,
ugly.
too. Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's gonna beat up Gutenberg.
We go back to class, and Kate's a little bitch. New student Juan
Morales.
also known
Court
as
Mountain. Juan Morales. Court Mountain, maybe.
No, I don't. I feel like Quote Mountain shouldn't get racist.
Well,
Hmm.
who's
his
who's
real,
putting
his
together
actual name is Juan Morales.
I know.
He's the new student. The other kids are kind of assholes to him,
They're kind of
course.
assholes.
and then
to
they're
everybody.
assholes to the teacher. So Teach gets annoyed with them for not paying attention.
I like how the principal just straight up takes a ruler
It's-
out of Miss Montgomery's hand and just
Yeah.
wails it on the fucking desk. Like,
Yep.
this is the only way you're gonna shut the fuck up.
It works.
So Teach gets annoyed with them for not paying attention, so she goes over to the globe, breaks it, and takes the globe out of the little holder.
What am I doing here? Breaking it.
Yeah, exactly. And then she starts juggling, like soccer juggling, keep-ups, if you will.
Keep ups, eh?
Keep-ups. That's actually what the British call it.
Keep ups.
Keepy-ups.
How many
if you will.
keepy ups can you do, Wally?
Oh, not many, like 6.
Probably.
Okay.
I was never good at
If I
juggling.
had to, I could probably maybe get to a dozen.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's just a big hacky sack, and obviously, I'm an expert at that.
Pretty good.
Yep, that's the exact same things. Yep.
Have you listened to Dave Matthews Band before?
I try
Like
not
ever
to,
in your life?
but I have.
Okay, you're good. That's all you need.
She starts juggling, and they're all kind of impressed. Larry asks her, "Where'd you learn that?" And she says, "Prison." Oh,
Nice.
that's a joke, people.
And he's like, really?
Yeah. Then she invites them to follow her, and Juan immediately follows her, but the other kids don't until Larry follows. She finds a ball, and we get the soccer versus football debate. She calls it a football, and they're like, "No, it's shaped like an egg. That's
Yeah.
what a football is." The bell rings, and Juan leaves, but the other kids stay to play. Deputy Dog shows up and tries to flirt with Teach again. The kids start playing like 5-year-olds, the swarm ball technique.
Yeah.
Sure. Very,
course.
very aware.
That's where you
of that.
start. That's where you start.
Yep. Teach comes back and she tells them immediately that she got them into a league in Austin.
I haven't even had one practice.
Haven't
yet, and
even
they're already in
like
a league.
barely touched the ball, and they're already in a league. Probably like an hour away from where they live.
Yeah,
with-
they freak out when she says Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With not enough players because they need one more player, and no kind of equipment at all.
No jerseys.
Nope. No shin guards. No cleats.
Okay, if
nothing.
this is right, this can't be right. 19 hours, a 19-hour drive from Alma. Oh no, sorry, I was gonna say, can't be right.
Where were you going from Elma to
Alma to Austin. I'm trying to figure out how far that
Did
is.
you put in Boston?
It's 3 hours.
3 hour drive
3 hours.
for a
3 hours.
let's see the 35 70 minute
Basically-
for an 80-minute game.
More than Syracuse. It's more than
Yeah,
Albany to
it's
Syracuse.
going to Rochester,
Rochester and
basically.
back.
Yeah. For
More.
for a 90
I mean,
for an hour and a half
more
there.
for Rochester, but yeah, long fucking drive.
Yes. So they're short a player, so she has Deputy Dog go visit Juan to see if he can play.
So you're like, he's Mexican looking.
Well, he's
he
the,
must know how to play
he's
soccer.
the other child in the class. Let's assume that first. Deputy goes to Juan's and asks his mom if he can play, but she says no. And then Deputy leaves, and Juan and mom argue about him playing. He wants to play, she doesn't want him to because they're going to move soon anyways. Then the next scene, Deputy finds Newt, one of the little kids, in the junkyard just collecting shit.
Yeah.
We see him before this with a cart
Just
full of
collecting
shit.
shit.
Just knocking stuff
Just
over.
dragging around a
Yep.
cart full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you do in a 300-person town. You do meth or you drag around shit from the garbage dump.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
he's definitely going to be a picker, a lifelong picker.
Yep.
Oh, is this
Deputy-
the origin story of the American Pickers?
Deputy tells Newt that he's going to play soccer with the big kids, and Newt's super excited and goes, "What's soccer?" Yeah.
How are they this dumb?
Yeah.
They don't
it's
even know
Texas.
what soccer is?
It's Texas.
I guess.
Sorry to all our Texas listeners.
We've already buried Texas for over 20 minutes here almost.
So the teacher also asks Deputy Dog to help her drive all the kids to the game, and she has all the girls in her car, and he's got all the boys in his car. They show up to the Knights field.
Let me just say this. This guy, the Knights coach,
The coach, yes.
is the true MVP of this
He
movie.
might,
might
have
be.
Because
to
he
be.
is redonkulous in this movie.
Yeah.
Insane.
Um,
They got girls on the team.
You know,
they got little kids and girls. This
All-
isn't soccer.
All the talking into the megaphone that he
Yeah.
does.
yeah, that's like directed at his players. They got girls on the team.
I was trying to pinpoint where I knew this guy from. Like
Yeah,
I
I
know,
don't know. I know, I know, but I don't know
this
where.
guy is a bad guy in another movie. It's
Yeah.
Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
He's the bad guy in Angels in the
Oh,
Outfield.
of course he is.
Yeah. Like he's got to be a bad guy in another kid's movie. Yes, he in fact is.
Yep.
Angels in the Outfield, bad guy.
So I like the chant that they do before, or that he yells at them beforehand. He says they're not there to win or to play soccer. They're there to win soccer.
That's right.
That's the game.
Not
That's
first
how
or
the game
last.
is played, right?
Yep. So Jerk Coach is inappropriate with Teach, and he has bad blood with Deputy. They've known each other for a long time, but he got out of Elma, the tiny little town.
As you
Uh,
should.
Good for him.
like we said, they've got little kids and girls on their team, so it's not soccer. And
That's
then
exactly what soccer is.
we start the game the traditional way with the referee waving to both goalies to make sure that they're ready. The Knights goalie understands what this is,
Yeah,
and Larry waves back and says, "Hi, I'm Larry."
Great. You don't think
the
Ham
ref is
Porter's
like,
good in
you
this?
idiot.
You don't think Ham Porter's any
He's
good in
all
this?
right. Not
He-
compared to
he's
his
the-
other
Oh
stuff.
no, you can't compare him to
He's
Ham
a totally
Porter.
different character.
You have to compare him to everything else that's in this movie.
Yeah, which
and
is not.
he's blowing them away.
Talk about not doing anything in this movie. Squints
Does
Nothing,
nothing.
yeah.
He's
does
got like no lines.
nothing.
Yeah.
Do we know the other friend from something? The
The Nick kid.
The
Yeah.
long-haired kid or the blonde kid?
He looks like the kid from the older brother from Home Improvement.
It's not.
But he's not. Yeah.
Not him.
He looks
Def-
like a younger version of him.
He looks like him, but he's not him.
So the Knights actually are playing soccer, and Big Green, they just stand in a group, and they also don't even move half
Yeah.
the time.
nope.
The Knights come right down at Larry, and he imagines real Knights coming at him, and they obviously score. Big Green eventually start moving around a bit.
I love
trying
this.
to play.
I loved all that whole gimmick
Oh, yes.
of his nightmares.
The Nightmares. The Nightmares are great.
And as a kid, especially, I thought it was so funny. And he was basically like Goldberg, like afraid of the soccer ball.
Yeah,
You know, they just ran that gimmick back.
pretty much.
But I don't understand how they win games if he doesn't ever make a single save.
He does.
Later on, he does.
Later.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real Mighty Ducks 1 situation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, I think
So-
this is funny. Okay.
They play Swarm Ball. Oh, yeah.
The guy from the other friend. He's in a movie called.
Nick or the other one?
I'm not sure. The blonde-haired kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Home
Nick.
Improvement
That's,
kid.
That's Nick.
Nick. Okay. Nick is in a movie called Forest Warrior. A shape-shifting mountain man and a group of children team up to protect an enchanted forest from evil lumberjacks.
Now is he
my.
Starring who?
is he the child, one of the kids,
Yes.
or is he the
Oh, he's definitely-
forest lumberjack?
He's a kid because comes out a year later.
Okay.
Starring Chuck fucking Norris.
Oh my god.
This movie is awesome. Just from this one line. So obviously he did not have a career.
No. Basically, none of them
No,
had careers,
no.
except for
Squints
Newt.
and Newt did stuff.
Yeah, Newt was Alfalfa in The Little Rascals. That comes later.
Nice, good for Alfalfa.
Yep. So Big Green are playing Swarm Ball, and by halftime it's already 10-0, and the halftime coach speech is pretty phenomenal. Go for the throat.
That the other friend, the long-haired kid, he's in Little Big League.
Oh, okay.
Which
Was
one's
It's
it
not Rookie of the Year. It's the
Where
other
the
one.
kid owns the team.
It's the opposite
The,
one.
the Twins owner dies and it goes to his kid or something like that.
Okay. All right, I think I remember that a little bit.
Not Rookie of the Year, but the
Not
same
Rookie of the Year.
kind of premise.
Teach is trying to stay positive, but the Big Green, the team knows that they're not having a good time. They're smart enough not to know that they're not having a good time. We then get a flip throw into a bicycle kick goal, which I thought was
Wow.
fantastic.
I mean, these little kids are good at soccer.
Yeah, you just throw both of the most
many-
difficult things to do in soccer.
How many
into
flip
the
throws
same
do you see in actual soccer these days?
0.
Yeah, I was gonna say you never see that shit
You see 0.
because it's stupid. Why would you do
No,
it?
because you
you don't need to do it. It's not
no,
necessary.
like actual good professional athletes can throw the ball just as far as like somebody flip throwing it. Anyways,
Maybe
But
that's
imagine
is that-
them flip throwing it.
that
They throw it
team-
out of the stadium.
maybe that's Team USA's problem. They're not flip throwing it
Yeah.
enough.
You're going to get them going.
oh my god.
Jurgen.
So Teach yells out, tackle them. Obviously, as a soccer player, I know what she's talking about, but as you dumb Americans wouldn't know,
Oh,
tackle
you dumb
me.
American.
Tackle
You
means a
mean you dumb
different thing.
Texans? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it means tackle,
No, I'm
drop
talking
down,
specifically
hip
to you two.
toss. Tackle, drop down, hip toss. That's what it means.
Yes, it's not a football tackle. It
Oh.
is just win the ball off of them.
Yeah, but who gets the tackle here?
Well, Kate doesn't understand that, so she
spears it.
football tackles.
She
a kid.
Goldberg spears a dude.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
MVP.
gets up and looks into the camera and says, "I might like this sport," while crossing her arms, and that's why she's the fucking worst.
That's why she's the best.
That's why she's the worst.
Part of the reasons, many reasons. So obviously they get a penalty kick, and it puts Larry straight through the goal.
Of course.
Jerk coach is a jerk some more to Deputy, and the Knights have won 18-0.
Ouch.
The next day, Deputy tries to be inspiring to the kids, but they just make fun of him. And they say that he's only there because he's trying to score with their teacher.
It's very true.
True.
Yep. And then he grabs the football and he punts it like a football punter. And
He talks
puts
about how
it-
great he is at football.
yeah.
Apparently he's a kicker.
Yep. Puts it straight through the football uprights. And the kids are impressed. But he's definitely pulled a hamstring.
He's hurt.
Yep.
Great. Gutenberg. He's awesome.
Uh,
MVP Gutenberg.
Yeah, he might be.
He's up there.
he's creepy.
He is creepy.
It's working. It works for him.
The team,
What other beautiful women are in this town? You got to shoot your shot, right?
The team decides that they're going to be called the Big Green for after the field. Teach says that to be good at soccer, you have to be able to run for an hour, but they're going to just start with 12 minutes.
At a
Kate-
slow pace, I could do a 12-minute run.
Yeah,
Like,
and she has
I'll do like 3/4 of a mile.
she has Deputy Dog run as well, and he's in jeans and like cowboy boots.
Nice.
Not great running attire. Kate and two of the other girls are walking home when they see her dad passed out on the bar.
Oh.
Then we see the deputy with the boys in his car, and he's letting them drive in the field.
Great. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like their payback for helping them with the teacher.
Yep.
All right, fine. Drive my cop car.
Teach tries to help Kate in class, but she's emo. And then Juan smiles at her, but she's still emo. Then they're going out for recess, and the kids are making fun of Juan for not playing with them. So he tells Larry to get in goal. And he immediately takes the ball and starts juggling very, very well. And he's impressing everyone. And I do love that the line from Larry here is, it's something like he's watching this, and he had been talking a big game.
Yeah.
He's watching him start juggling. He's like, "Oh, I do not feel good about this
Yeah, 'cause
anymore."
he's like, try to score on me or something.
Yeah. So Juan scores quite easily. Everyone's impressed, and they immediately want him to play on the team. But he tells them that he can't play, or he can only play at recess. He can't play on the actual team
Oh, God damn.
because it's a family thing.
My mom's a bitch.
So they all show up at his house to convince his mom to let him
Fucking
play.
mom.
They show up to the next game, and no one wants to shoot or have the ball for too long because they just keep giving it to Juan.
Smart. It's like a Banks situation in
Yep.
Mighty Ducks 1. You got to get to the guy.
Get it to him. Let him do it.
Get it to Evan Melanson and let him score.
Yep.
Except they don't.
Back and play defense.
Well, no, in Mighty Ducks 1, they don't immediately give it to him. They like hold it off from him.
Because he's a cake eater.
Yeah, well, they
It's a
want to
cake
give it to the cake eater, but that was our basketball strategy
Yep.
for a while. Just give it to the good kid.
And then
Everybody else,
rebound.
get out of the way, rebound.
You rebound, I'll get back on defense.
Yep. So Larry, so oh no, this isn't the montage of games. This is just Larry. They're playing against the Terminators, so he imagines Terminators on motorcycles coming at him.
This was the biggest laugh, pop, whatever you want to call it, for me as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I fucking loved Terminator as a kid. I loved it. I could only watch certain parts of it. There's some pieces you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I loved Arnold and I loved Terminator, and I thought it was so fucking funny when Terminator showed up.
So they score easily. So Squints goes and helps Larry up, and Larry actually admits to telling him about his imagination and his nightmare, and he sees all these people as their actual team mascots coming at him. Halftime, and everyone's arguing with each other. Deputy keeps calling the kids midgets, and Teach gets everyone to settle down, and she tells them stop calling them midgets, and the kids are like, "Thank you." He explains how two players.
Stop calling me Deputy Dog again.
Stop hitting my car with shit.
He explains how two players should be open if there are three people guarding one, and they're all like, "Oh my god, that's how math works."
What?
Dumbasses.
Well, they go to little kid, big kid school, so how do you expect them to know math?
Next half, and Larry makes a save. And then he punts the ball up to Juan.
You guys like a pretty good punt, too.
Yeah, he does. I mean, punting is kind of the easiest, but he punts the ball up to Juan, who dribbles up the left side. And we see Kate screaming down the right side. She's wide open. No one's near her. And he crosses over to Kate, who scores. Holy crap, their first goal, Kate scores.
MVP.
No.
MVP.
She's still terrible. She almost misses, too. But Kate then gets home after the game and says they went to Pizza Hut. Oh, I do like early in the movie how Larry goes, "Man, I wish we lived in a town with a Pizza Hut."
That's Randy Junkins right there. He used to drive 45 minutes to go to Taco Bell.
Randy Junkins, one of our listeners. Shout out.
So
What's up, Randy?
Shout out, Randy.
she gets home and she tells her dad that she scored, but he's still depressed, terrible father. The other parents start showing up to practice.
His daughter's a dickhead.
Look
Yeah,
what
lost
she has
his job.
She raises herself. What do you expect?
Okay, so she says that
Can't afford to put gas in his car. He lives in a shit
She grew up on
town.
the streets like I did. I think I get it.
her mom left, so I kind of understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells her dad that she scored, and he goes, "Did you win?" She goes, "No." And goes to her room and then comes back, "But we will next time."
See?
Jesus.
Look at that upbeat look on life.
Winners never
Despite
win.
the way she's been
Quitters
held
never
down her
quit.
whole life.
So
Heroes are remembered. Legends never die.
the other parents start showing up to practice because because they're actually starting to get into it. They're like, oh, our kids are happy about something. We should go support this. Like,
They're not just
good
letting
parents.
birds eat out of their belly buttons anymore.
It starts to rain, but the kids don't want to stop playing, so the parents start playing too. Even the goat starts playing. Oh, by the way, we haven't mentioned the goat yet.
There's a goat.
They have a goat.
That's it. There's a goat.
It's just around. They always have this goat with them.
Yeah, he goes on the road with them. Like they took him to Austin.
Yes, to play the Knights, and they're like, "Look at these fucking kids with a goat." So Deputy is still flirting with Teach, being very flirty in the mud. Then we see a little shot of the bar full with parents who are reading soccer magazines, which I used to love these types of soccer magazines. The colorful, like mid 90s, just like ridiculous looking soccer magazines. I used to love those.
I used to not do that, but you better believe I was a Sports Illustrated for Kids subscriber.
Exactly. It's the exact same thing, but it was Soccer Unlimited
And then
or something.
for a
like
while, I actually, as I was growing up, really got into sporting news. And then they changed their entire format, and it was much worse.
I love sporting news
Did
because
you
it would
like
actually
it after they reformatted?
no same thing because they would actually talk about like every single team.
Yeah, you get at least a paragraph on every team in every sport.
on every team
wow.
of every sport.
Yeah.
So if
That's really good.
that was great.
It was awesome. And then they changed it to be more like Sports Illustrated, where it's just articles.
That's how I found out about Steve Smith. I was reading that. and
That's
there
how
was
you became a Panthers fan?
No.
Oh,
No, I was a Panthers fan long before that, but
surprising.
they
The
would
homie
talk
days.
about, they would have like a paragraph about draft picks and be like, oh, this guy, this guy, watch out for this guy. And I remember reading it, watch out for this guy. They say he's just a kick returner, but he's probably going to be really good. Steve Smith. I'm like, what the fuck happened to this thing?
Yeah, it would always be,
Yeah.
even for hockey, it would be like,
Right.
here's the free agents that this team needs to re-sign, or, you know, how can they turn around the second half? And there would be a blurb about every
But
team.
they
in
were
every
like
sport.
great blurbs.
Yeah.
Did they have soccer too? Of course not.
I
Of
honestly
course
couldn't
not.
tell you.
Couldn't,
No.
I don't think MLS was really
No, it probably
huge
it
thing.
probably wasn't MLS, but like, Premier League or
no. They definitely
That would be
no.
in England. Come on, Wally.
Come on. Also,
All right.
why would you leave England? Thinking about this teacher to live in this Texas podunk town.
Why would you?
no, she was on a teacher exchange.
Why would you leave
Which
Japan?
I
means
assume
someone
she
went
never-
from Elma, Texas to Britain.
I assume
Why would
she-
you leave
she never
Japan to go
comes
to some
back.
podunk town in New York?
Oh.
But that happens in real life.
It's
So
Mio.
who went the other way? Who went to Japan?
Yeah.
I lo-
No, I would
Verderisi.
like if I was if I was a teacher and I got to go to another country, I would. Fuck yeah, I would do that. That'd be so cool.
I think Mary Carroll, I think, is like taught in like Vietnam for a semester. or
That's
something
pretty
like
cool.
that.
Anyways, the kids are take out the old lawnmower to mow the big green so they can actually practice well.
I mean, I like this, but have you ever mowed grass like that? It's so hard to
Honestly,
mow.
I have not.
It's so hard
It's
to
a
mow
bitch.
grass like that.
It's a bitch.
It takes forever.
We mowed the same field.
Yeah. You let it go for too long or it rains for 2 weeks straight. You
Yeah.
got to mow that fucking field.
Yeah,
It sucks.
it takes you all day and then part of the next day sometimes.
You gotta go back through. You gotta go back through the next day.
Anyways, the lawnmower starts driving by itself and then runs into the cow pen, which lets out all the cows.
Oh baby,
Oh yeah.
But then the cows just eat the grass.
perfect. Don't have to mow.
Yep. Larry's very happy about this when he shows up and immediately steps in cow poop and chases the other kids.
This is a good moment. Cow poo's always funny.
Yep. Teach and some parents are making jerseys, and then they give the kids some proper soccer equipment, like actual cleats and actual shin guards.
Not at the beginning where they're using bubble
Wrap, yeah.
Yeah.
This is every movie though. This is like
Yes, it is.
This is the Hans.
This is following Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks.
Yes, this is the
Following it to a
Hans
T.
sports store.
we haven't even gotten to Little Giants, but they follow the same plot.
That's on my mind. That's coming up.
And then we get a montage of actual soccer drills and some more running. These are actual drills that I used to do. So
Okay, all right, some accuracy.
I will say this movie fairly accurate with their soccer stuff.
Okay.
I was quite impressed. Then we get a montage of a few more games where they play the Ninjas, the Walking Dead, the Buccaneers, and the Vikings. And we know this because of Larry's nightmares.
These teams got some kick-ass fucking names.
The Walking Dead, I feel like, no way there's a team called The Walking Dead.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, now there probably is. 'Cause
There
of that
might be
stupid
now,
TV
yeah.
show, but
So the Big Green is actually getting very good because they have Juan, and all the kids are getting better.
Nick is
'Cause they have
a
an
pure
action-
athlete because he's the blonde kid, so of course he's a good athlete.
Sure. Everybody's open because they all just guard one.
Yeah.
I also say that most of their goals are they just walk it in. They don't actually shoot.
Hey,
Except for Juan.
in my
Juan's
2-year soccer career,
Yeah.
I had one goal, and I scored via nutmegging the goalie. I put it through the goalie's legs.
And you retired
Not bad.
right at the minute that happened. You walked off
I'm
the field.
quitting soccer. I've done everything I can do in this sport.
Tom and Gail
Time
are
to
like,
take on
"What are you
baseball."
doing? Get back out there! I'm retired."
You can't beat that. What else you want me to do?
So their record at the end of their season is 8-2-1. That's 8 victories, 2 losses, and 1 draw.
How?
They lost their first game because the season had already started.
Yep.
They lost to the Knights. The second game they tied and then went on an 8-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Even though this guy, Larry, aka Hamilton Porter, still has nightmares, is afraid of the ball, and gives up goals left and right, they still
But
win.
it's kids soccer, so you're expecting the game to be like 4-3, 5.
Newton must be a hell of a
4.
sweeper. He's just keeping everything out.
It's all about Newt.
You know who was actually very good was Talk. He had actual foot skills and stuff like that.
Talk
Yeah.
really didn't act after this.
No?
This is about it.
I bet. Anyways, so they're
What does
8,
that mean?
They're 8-2-1.
I bet he didn't act.
No, he
Well,
didn't.
because most of the kids in this movie did not
Oh.
act after this. The kids then decorate the classroom and bake a cake for a teacher because they want to tell her that she's what makes them special. Aww. Then they make it to the finals against the Knights.
Sure.
We get a scene at the bar where Kate's dad is a jerk, and jerk coach comes in, and he's a jerk too. Then they start getting racist about Juan, saying he's probably not even legal. Very quickly.
Ooh.
And this is racist dad. This is from now on. He's not Kate's dad. He is racist dad.
Racist dad.
Yes.
Don't worry, he'll just completely turn it all around.
Deputy gets called to the sheriff, who tells him to go to find Juan's family because they have to talk about their status. Deputy goes to their house and he talks to Mrs. Morales, who is illegal, and she has a fake social security card, but Juan was born in El Paso, I think she said. So he's
American.
Legal. Yes. Kate sees Deputy leaving the Morales place, and she runs to tell Teach because she's just got a bad feeling about this. Teach says she's
wow.
overreacting, but we very soon see that Juan and his mom are leaving, and
Because they know they got to get out of this town.
exactly.
Juan Morales,
Yes.
played by one Anthony Esquivel.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do a ton of acting like most of them in here.
Yeah.
On his IMDb page, how many other films does he have to his credit?
I'll say 3.
I'll say 1.
0.
Oh,
This is
wow.
it.
This is it.
Damn.
He's
He's
a
actually
big
not
role.
bad.
Yeah.
No.
His acting is decent.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
believable. He's good at soccer.
He could have definitely made other soccer movies.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he holds a USSF National D license for soccer coaching.
Oh, okay. So
Good
he's a
for him.
coach now.
Good for him.
Apparently.
Good for him then. Does it say anything about where he might be coaching?
He played a
Elma,
soccer as a
Texas?
member of South Texas State 95 to 98. Got his BA from Furman University.
Heard of it?
Wasn't that a
Attended
team you
played
played?
soccer at Furman University.
Wasn't Furman one of your NCAA football
It's very
teams?
possible. It is very possible. It's
The
no
one-
Prairie View A&M.
Oh, that was a good one. That was one of the best.
So,
yeah.
anyways, so it comes to recess, and all the kids leave school to go see Juan. Deputy and Teach find them at Juan's house, and Kate is mad at Deputy because she knows he was there before they left, and he's the law, so obviously
It's his fault.
He
ACAB?
chased them out of town.
ACAB?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. All right. So she runs home, which, why are you running home? You hate home as well.
Mm.
She gets in a fight with racist dad and then runs away again. Because, yeah, duh.
Just runs away all the time.
Lived in the streets. I get it.
Streets.
Teach then finds her, apparently very easily, tries to cheer her up.
Yeah, 'cause there's like four. She's either in one barn or the other barn. There's not so many places.
There's only a couple barns.
She's not at Juan's house. She's not at her house. She's not at the school, and she's not at the gas station. That's it. Those are the four places.
There's a bar.
But she's not going to be in the bar.
Maybe not.
Teach tries to cheer her up, and she tells her that the other kids don't know if they should play tomorrow. But Kate says, we should play tomorrow.
MVP.
She's back in.
Juan would want us to play tomorrow.
I'm back
She's
in.
the fucking worst.
The best.
And we see the goat is painted green. Some of the kids are doing their
Animal
own little.
abuse.
Absolutely.
They're doing their own little rituals. So the girls are the two twins are playing
I don't
patty
know.
cake,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh yeah, there's twins. We never mentioned them.
The
Yeah.
twins. We have asthma.
Okay, none of these kids are mentioned by names except for Larry and Kate and Juan.
We have
Talk.
asthma.
Okay, I guess.
Nick.
Nick,
Only-
Polly.
Nick and Polly only when they get to the
shootout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it was Polly. I think it was Sophia. But there was a Polly, I think. Anyways, we get Larry sniffing rabbit's feet.
He's just got a drawer full of Lucky
Yep.
Charms.
Yep.
That's gonna be a fetish in 2 years.
Foot fetish.
The team
gonna be
then
into
gets
that.
real uniforms, and Kate tells everybody to get going. Then we get a car caravan to the big game. Larry doesn't want to get out of the car. And up until now, his dad has been the most supportive, nicest, kindest, mild-mannered guy in the world. He just screams, "Get out of the car!" And Larry goes, "Whoo!" Jerk coach is a jerk some more and
Love
makes
it.
a bet with Teach.
MVP. And
He's-
Martin Van Buren of this movie.
He
sure
says
is.
that if the Knights win, she has to give him a kiss because he's divorced. You know,
I'm divorced. You know that.
I won't say no to a kiss.
Oh my
Isn't
god.
that a good brag? Could I use that just as a line?
I like
Hey,
this how every week
we
now,
are old enough to be able to pull
yeah,
that off.
absolutely.
weekly segment now, how Bill can use these movies to his
Walk
advantage.
in, give the stare down,
Uh,
hold the hand, and say,
Wink.
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 hold the hand and say,
Wink.
you know I'm divorced. What do you think?
I like
We're
we're
just gonna
adding,
pile it all on top.
You're adding Guy Germain's moves
He's Jermaine plus jerk coach.
plus jerk coach's moves.
We'll get some. I'm gonna.
You might have to
Voltron
you
a move out of
You might
this.
have to kiss a weird on a Voltron. These kid movie romantic things together. I'm gonna become a youth volunteer hockey coach. I'm gonna get one of those kids to love me. And then I'm gonna tickle him outside of his house.
so I can bang his mom.
Yes, I do understand that your mom is attractive.
Oh no!
Oh boy! All right,
New
so
weekly segment.
if the Knights win, she has to give him a kiss.
Oh boy!
But if Big Green wins, he has to kiss their goat, which the goat is now eating out of the trash.
I like how confident she is to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he walks away, and he's
Maybe she
immediately
kinda
not
secretly wants
confident.
to kiss him.
Oh, yeah, maybe. She's like, oh, this pound is. He's the only Deputy Dog's the only viable man in this town.
But he's
maybe
the-
I should
he's
look
good.
elsewhere.
Get me out of here.
He can get me
Goat.
out of here.
He's goat.
Teach is trying to stall for more time to let Deputy show up because she thinks he might have Juan with him. But the game starts. There's a very big crowd and an announcer, which
Yeah.
you might get an announcer for like substitutes.
In
That's about
soccer?
it.
Youth baseball, there were announcers. Usually there's other kids, but there were announcers.
Yeah, but that's baseball where
They
you're
would say like
coming up to bat.
So and so is up.
Yeah.
That's it.
In soccer, it's
like
coming into the game, leaving the game. That's it.
somebody's passing it to like play by play.
Yeah,
Like
this
Pat-
guy was giving
Summerall.
play by play.
Al
This
Michaels
is in
out
Austin. We're in the big city now.
here. Play-by-play.
The Knights score pretty early and have most of the possession. The ball stays in the big green half most of the time. Even if they get possession, they don't ever really make it past their own halfway line, past midfield. Larry makes a save, but the Knights come right back down and score on a header. Racist dad shows up to the game. He is now clean shaven, and Kate sees him.
That means that he's not drinking anymore.
Yep.
When you shave your face,
Yep.
that's what that means.
Yep. You are.
That's why I've had a beard most of my adult life.
Yep.
You're just a drinker.
It means you're a completely good person now. You've let go of all your demons. You're
Yeah,
no longer
you have no
racist.
demons.
And you know
As
this
soon
is
as
true
you-
because the other parents are very happy to see him with a clean face.
I will say that yes, the gas station lady was like, "Oh, it's good to see you actually aren't a piece of shit right now."
He
So-
doesn't even have that much facial hair. It's not like he's like,
It's 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah, it's like a tiny five. Oh, you're
Continuously.
Good to see you back.
Yeah.
Still drinking, bitch. Give me free gas.
We get to halftime and it's 2-0 to the Knights. Big Green chants grid. Oh, I love this. Actually, I really like this. Big Green fans start chanting for the GOAT. So they're like, G, give me an O, give me an A, give me a T, GOAT, GOAT, GOAT. What are you, like that kind of thing. So Jerk Coach then goes, what do we do with goats? And their fans start chanting barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Yes.
Excellent.
Classic.
This guy
This
is the
ripped
best.
straight from like Britain. Classic fan banter back and forth.
So
with each
the
other.
more we go on, I feel like the more you love this.
Yes. We get into the second half. We got some more action, and then Tack gets called for a foul, which is not a foul, by the way. He won that ball
These
cleanly.
refs are in the bag.
This kid
Home job.
makes a huge meal of the call. He's acting like he's injured, and then we get my favorite line. The jerk coach's son says to Kate, 10 minutes until curtains, and she responds, maybe, but you're a whole lifetime away from having a brain.
MVP.
Oh, come on. Now you guys
You
agree
just
on
said
this?
your favorite line of the movie.
Lifetime from having a brain.
That's probably the best quote we're going to get.
That's quote mountain
Yeah.
material?
Quote Mountain.
There's no other quotes in this movie.
That's quote mountain?
There's no other quotes in
That's
this
quote
movie.
mountain? There's no way.
All right, you come up with a better
We've
one.
got quote mountain, eBay wars, and other things coming
All
up
right.
shortly.
oh shit.
We'll set this straight. There's no way that's quote mountain.
Deputy and Juan show up during this little break in action because the kid's still down injured. The Big Green fans start going crazy. The rest of the team runs and meets Juan. Everyone is on the field. Both coaches, obviously Jerk Coach is checking on his kid, but Teach and Deputy and Juan's mom are all still actually on the field. So Jerk Coach complains about it to the ref. I give it to him. He should be complaining. Yes. The ref tells him to tell his assistant to start getting ready because he might toss this guy.
Oh, shit.
You don't talk to Jerk Coach like that.
Oh, shit.
The night player made a meal of the injury, like I said. Then play resumes finally, and Juan comes in. We actually get some nice ball movement for the Big Green to score.
I like
with
the way
only a few minutes left in the game.
they show the actual gameplay here
Yeah.
for once. Instead
And-
of just, here's a goal, like, out of nowhere.
It's believable gameplay too.
Mm.
It's like they told these kids go out and play a little bit and see what happens, see what we can get. And it was believable, except for like this goal sequence. This was obviously manufactured, but it was manufactured in a way where you're like, oh, if they practice this is actually something that they could practice and get a goal from.
All right.
So they scored with only a few minutes left in the game. And then with time ticking down, under 10 seconds, Juan picks up the ball. And he's dribbling forward. And it's 5 seconds left. 4, 3, and
'Cause
he
this is how soccer
scores.
works.
And he scores with only seconds left in the game to send it straight to penalties.
Not
No
overtime.
extra time. No extra time.
Yeah, he announces we're not going overtime. We're going right.
Extra. Not
Yeah,
over.
extra overtime. That's what
No,
I said.
No soccer game is like, which pisses me off, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The game is over.
No, that's
Nope.
not how it works.
That's not how it works.
In younger games, it kind of is.
Oh yeah, I
like
guess.
Are you
um,
sure?
like,
Okay, because everyone
actually,
wants
even
to
in high school,
leave.
if you've got the scoreboard and you've got the time on the scoreboard, you can they'll call it right there. There won't be stoppage time. Anyways, they're going to penalties, and
They skip overtime.
Deputy Dog and Teach decided on their lineup. Deputy Dog, Juan, you're going first.
Obviously.
Teach says, Kate, you're going next.
Obviously.
Deputy Dog, Nick, okay.
Sure.
Teach, Sophia, okay, fine. We've not seen Sophia.
Nope, but sure.
I don't even know who that is, but okay.
Exactly. And then they're like, all right, well, we need a volunteer for the fifth one.
Yep.
Because they're like, we don't trust any of you.
None of you.
One of you has to just say, yeah, we'll do it because we're not.
And we're gonna make you the important one. We're
Yes.
gonna make you fifth.
So obviously, Little Newt volunteers.
I got a good kick.
He's got a funny quote, but it's too long. It's too stupid. So
I'm your man.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not that?
it's that one. He volunteers for the final spot. So Larry says, now that we know who is kicking, who's gonna play goalie? Because it's not me.
Still afraid.
Teach then gives him some very good psychological advice, but not any practical advice. Not like, all right, when they're running up, start edging this way. No practical advice.
No, it's because it's all in his head.
Tack then gives Larry his goggles because he tells him it gets rid of fear. He's like, I'll try anything, man. The Knights win the toss, and they decide to go first.
Yep.
Correct
First
strategy. Correct strategy. You always go first in a shootout. I think it's something like 90% of people who go first in a shootout win in soccer. Larry actually dives for the first one to his right, but he just misses the ball. So Knights take a 1-0 win or 1-0.
There was one guy that kept calling like the whole game. He had a weird name, and they kept referring back to him on the Knights team. I think he's the one that takes their first shot.
Oh yeah. Then Juan takes he shoots it to his left, and it pings off the post and in.
Yeah,
Ties it up 1-1.
Clutch.
The next shot,
off the woodwork, if you will.
yes.
Oh, listen to
Next
you.
shot,
Listen to you.
Larry kind of falls down as the ball whizzes past his head. The Knights go up 2-1.
That went through the pitch.
Yep.
He
Kate
was-
scores.
They had a kit.
A little bit schnocker out there.
You're just throwing out any soccer term you know. Kate then scores, and racist dad is happy.
That was a real tallywhacker. Is that one of them?
Yep.
That's more just British in general, but
Is that one of
okay. Larry then doesn't jump very far, and Knights score again. They're up 3-2.
A real hello, governor.
Sophia, I actually honestly thought Sophia was gonna sky it, but she ties it up 3-3.
Okay. All right. Sophia.
Then
Clutch.
Yeah, which they do say Nick. They say he's third, and then he's
yes,
not
and then
third.
it flips. Yep.
Sophia. Who I've never
Injury
seen
kid
before.
from the Knights is up, and he gets stopped by Larry. Huge save, dives, makes a beautiful save.
Amazing.
Nick comes up with a chance to capitalize, puts it straight over the crossbar. Fucking failure, Nick.
What a failure. Go back to Home Improvement, you fake Home Improvement kid. You're definitely not on Home Improvement.
He's the understudy on Home Improvement.
Yeah. Right.
waiting for his chance.
He's the they have to do like falls and stuff like that. He's
He's like a stunt man
yeah,
for the
he's
kid?
he's a stunt man.
JTT stunt man?
No, not even JTT.
Oh, right.
The older
old-
brother.
the older
No,
brother.
yeah, Brad. Be rad.
Yeah.
Be rad.
Be rad is rad.
So it's tied 3-3 still. And Jerk Coach's son is up, and he is the leading scorer of this league. He's up to kick. Larry imagines him in a full suit of armor, and this kid starts doing random poses, like, oh, I'm going to kill you. And then he starts to take his approach, but Larry's like, all right, become part of the nightmare. And he stops. And he looks at Larry, and Larry's turned himself into an amalgamation of all the other teams that
I
he's
was
faced.
very
Yes.
confused as to what he was.
He was every single other team. Yes.
Yes, all the other bad
And
guys.
the kid shares his vision with him, apparently.
Yep.
Yes, vision board.
Jay Jr. backs off his approach once, and then he shoots to Larry's left. Larry dives, and he saves it again. 2 saves out of 5 shots. That's
Pretty good.
immense.
That's Hope Solo level.
Pretty
That is
good.
better than Hope Solo level. That is Ashlyn Harris level.
Ashlyn Harris. Wasn't she like third string?
Yeah, but she was a phenomenal PK stopper.
Okay.
Newt is now up with the game tied 3-3, and he's got the chance to win the game.
Yeah.
I'm your man.
He takes like a 45-yard head start on the ball.
He's a little
little.
guy.
He's
He's got to
got
get that
momentum.
head start.
He puts his fingers up to his head like he's a goat, and then he runs up. And
I thought he was
kicks
trying
it.
to be a bull, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, he was a goat. Kicks it, full on toe balls it, which you do not kick the ball with your toe because you have no idea where it's going.
But like 1 in 5 tries, it's like Fulton.
Jeez,
1 in 5, it's an excellent shot.
It's like a knuckle puck.
Oh, we
So
haven't got- I don't know what that
we-
is yet.
Yeah, we don't know
I
what that
a
is
knuckle
yet,
puck
technically, but it's a knuckle puck.
and he toes it past the goalie's right side, and the Big Green wins. Woo! Fans rush the field. Everybody celebrates with the kids. Larry picks up Newt, puts him on his shoulders. Teach is raised up by the parents, and Juan is as well. Kate and Racist Dad have a nice moment. He's still called Racist Dad because he was fucking racist, and we don't forget it. Jerk Coach throws his hat and drops his bullhorn, which he's had the entire
Yes.
movie. Drops it to the ground, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you made a bet." So he kisses the goat.
Even though Suzuki's this, he just pays it off. All right,
Yeah.
I lost fair and square.
Man of
Let's
the,
get
man
this
of
over
the-
with.
He's a man of his word. Minoru Suzuki. Nobody knows what that is.
You know.
I know.
I don't even know.
It's when you lose in wrestling, when you lose a hair versus hair match and you wrestle the clippers away from the guy who won and just zip 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 shave your own
Yourself.
head
Yeah.
and giving the old double birds to the guy.
All right. We
That's
see
a Minoru Suzuki right there.
we see Deputy
You
and
get it.
Teach kiss in the celebration,
Of course.
and then it ends with the kids being put up on the billboard where Deputy used
Deputy
to
Dog
be.
used
Oh
to be.
yeah,
Yeah,
they get a billboard.
they get their own billboard because Elma has 45 people, all of whom were at this game.
The
celebrating
whole
their
town.
billboard.
And I believe as part of winning this game, they all got college scholarships. They can get out of town now.
They went to Elma University.
Yeah. None of them left. They could have, none of them left.
Well, they probably have to pass a GRE because they don't even have.
Little
They've
kid,
got
little kid,
and big kid classes. That's not
Little
even
kid,
real high
big
school.
kid class. All right, are we ready? Do we have a segment to be named later? Are we doing that still or no?
I don't know. Oh, I look.
All right.
Actually, there's one thing I looked up that we talked about last week.
Sure.
We were talking about in hockey and like picking the puck up and lacrosse style goals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Turns out if you do it correctly, very legal.
Oh,
What does correctly mean, though?
shit.
So there's 2 versions of high sticking that can come into play.
Okay.
So when you're picking it up, as long as when it's on your stick, as long as it stays below your shoulders, it's legal.
Below the shoulders.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you're going to score a goal, it has to stay below the crossbar. So if you have it up, even if
Okay.
it's below your shoulders, if it's up and you throw it down into the net,
Yeah.
no goal.
It's got to come around the sides.
So it's got
basically.
to be, whether it's around the sides or not, it can never go above the crossbar.
Right.
But if as long as you keep it crossbar down, very legal.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did not know that. All right, time for eBay Wars.
Yeah, this looks like just you pulled something.
This is all we got. Do you want to skip it? It's a pin. It's a
Oh, it's a
1995
pin.
a big green
Where am I? not
3-inch
seeing
pinback button.
it? That's what the picture is?
It's a pin.
It's a pin. What do you think this pin from Big Green is going for? It's not a lot of Big Green merchandise out there.
I bet. Yeah.
There's some
Yeah, I bet.
pictures and this. That's
Okay.
about it.
Oh, I forgot I want to buy that jersey.
Banks
The
on the
Banks Hawks
on the
jersey.
Hawks?
Oh yeah.
I want to buy that. I totally forgot.
All right, Big Green pin.
Wally.
What you got?
I have to go first.
No, Bill, you
Didn't he
won
win
because
last
you
week?
threw the thing in the garbage.
Yeah,
2
and then
weeks
we
ago.
tied it up, so you still have to go first.
So I'm still better. That's right.
Okay.
This
Big green pin.
$5.99.
Okay, Wally, big green pin.
I don't want
Why?
no.
$1.
I kind of want to go 6. But that's going to take the whole gentlemanly thing out of it. I'll say 10.
Wally, you win no matter what.
Really?
6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You win. This thing's worth 25 smackaroons.
Yeah, that's certainly not.
Smackaroons.
Not worth that.
Not worth that.
No signature or nothing. Just the pin.
Just a pin.
I guess it's rare.
It is.
There's not much.
I
of
feel
it.
like it's probably very rare, yeah.
Sure, because there's nothing out there. Quote Mountain.
So, yeah, the only one that I got was...
We don't play soccer. It's for foreigners.
Oh.
I'm a foreigner. Well, we're American.
No.
No.
Bill, do you have any?
My nomination is what's special about you? My dad has a job.
My dad has a job.
I think prison is probably the real winner.
I
Where'd you
think
learn how to do
Wally's
that?
is the real winner.
Prison.
the where was it? Hold on. The 10 minutes until curtains, maybe, but you're a whole lifetime away from having a brain.
Yeah.
How about this one? I like this one. Larry, I got a question. Sheriff. That's great. Great participation. Fire away, big guy. Larry, while you're here, who's giving speeding tickets and scooping up dead animals off the highway?
That's a good one.
Sheriff. All right, no more questions.
That's a good one.
I kind of like that one the best.
All right, there's a quote mountain for you.
I guess I don't feel strong about anything. That's really
There-
Already.
yeah, there-
Prison. I
there-
think prison still could be quote mountain. Stats and goofs, real quick.
Actually, I'd vote for prison.
Soccer games don't have running commentary by the PA announcer.
They
Certainly,
could.
I like this. Certainly not one with a particular bias towards one team.
That absolutely exists in the world of soccer. Maybe
On a
not
penalty
this.
kick, the shooter does not signal to the referee he's ready to kick.
No, it's basically you set the ball down and you get ready, and then the ref makes sure that you and the goalie are both ready.
I see. All right. Before the shootout, the big green chooses a lineup, but doesn't actually use that lineup. And then there was one other thing I wanted to bring up. Most of the children did not know how to play soccer.
Which very
Anthony Escobar, or whatever his name was
Juan.
the only one who knew how to play.
obvious. Juan, the one who actually could kick the ball. Yes, he's the only one who knew how to play beforehand.
Yep. All right, those stats, sort of, and goofs. Time for most valuable player. A lot of discussion here. I think it's Evil Coach.
Okay.
Give me Evil Coach.
I'm sold on Evil Coach.
Give me Evil Coach.
All right, we can go with
MVP.
Evil Coach. It's better than Kate. I was gonna say Larry again, but
He just didn't
I
do it.
think Larry could do it. I think Larry has the most fun stuff to do.
He does, but it just wasn't that fun.
I liked it. All right, final verdict. This is not as good as the other ones.
Certainly not. 5.9.
Evil Coach.
Wally loves it, so I'm really interested to see what he says.
No, it is not as good as the other two for sure.
As entertainment, but you seem to love
I would
this.
say a 6 because
Okay.
you said 5.9.
All right, all
5.9.
right,
Yeah,
all right. No,
that's
we
about
can
right.
we can deal with that. All right. That's the big green. 3 adult men
6.0.
in their 30s
Okay.
talking about the big green.
Yes.
Who's up next?
It would be me.
Bill?
We are going to next week. We're going to make it that whoever is in charge brings their own eBay item. That way Ryan can actually participate.
Finally.
So, two options here. I was thinking I could either do a spin the wheel, make the deal,
No.
or if we want to do finish out some kid movies, I could do a sport we haven't covered as a kid.
It's your choice.
I noticed.
Spin the
Yeah.
wheel, make the deal.
All right, spin the wheel.
So, I got to make the wheel.
Oh, you
I thought you already had it. You've done this
No, I
before.
deleted it. Hold on.
Do you have enough movies that you can just be like,
Hold
all right,
on.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
there are
that.
plenty, and we're not that far into the show. I'll come up with something. I had a kids movie in mind if we were going to do that, but I don't mind not doing a kids movie again.
Is it a different sport?
Yeah.
Than what we've already done?
All right, do that.
Is it the Big Giants? The Little Giants?
The Little Giants.
The big giants. Give me those big giants.
Little Giants, or I'd be happy to spin
Where
the
is
wheel. Make the
is
deal.
Little Giants available? We haven't even.
I
looked
believe
Yeah.
it's on Disney.
Definitely on something.
at it. Is it?
Definitely on something.
Is it? Is it though? Sometimes
It's on Tubi.
Oh, baby.
Jeez
Tubi.
Louise.
Devin Sawa.
Yeah, man.
The main guy.
He's the guy.
Rick Moranis.
Not Icebox, the other guy.
Rick Moranis, man.
No, Icebox was the girl.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, what's his name? The bad guy, the goon.
Wait a second. Is that the guy from?
The modern film.
Hey.
Ed O'Neill.
That's the guy from Scrubs.
Which guy?
Todd Bosley, the kid with the glasses, the big Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah.
He's in Scrubs?
He's in Scrubs in the later seasons. He's one of the new interns.
Oh God,
Oh.
from those seasons.
But like he's a very funny. He's Howie in the newer seasons.
All right, Little Giants is on Tubi, so it's Little Giants. That's what we're
Little
doing.
Giants.
I love
All
Little
right.
Giants, man. I love that movie.
Which makes next week you have basketball or other, right? Those are the other categories.
Golf, I think, is also its
Yeah.
own
I thought.
category.
Oh, I thought
There's-
that went into
there's-
the other. Okay.
Golf is There's lots of golf movies, so I think golf is its own category.
Bagger Vance.
Legend of Bagger Vance,
Right.
Tin Cup,
A lot of good ones.
Happy Gilmore.
Caddyshack, Happy Gilmore. Yep.
Yeah, there's so many golf movies. A lot of golf movies. All right. The big Giants. I mean, the Little Giants.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing next. All right.
See, I didn't want to pick this movie because the bad guys are the Cowboys, and who believes that?
Oh.
Everyone, America believes that.
They're America's team, son.
Only they call themselves.
they are
America's team.
America's team.
I like how they were even bad guys when this movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
They're like already bad guys. All
Well,
right.
that's because it was the '90s. They were winning everything.
And then they did. That was the underdogs.
We haven't won since then.
All right. That's it. Peace out. We'll see you next time.